Hi, this is Grandma Lori. Today's story is the Maximum Murph Detective Agency, the Neighborhood Watch. Max and Murphy lived at the top of a hill in a small neighborhood. Because they could see everything going on in the neighborhood, they felt it important to be the neighborhood watch. Every day, when the weather was nice and sometimes when the weather was not so nice, Mom would let the boys and Finnegan out into the backyard to play, sniff, and rest in the sun. They especially loved the resting in the sun part. While dachshunds are really good sniffers, they're also exceptional barkers, so being the neighborhood watch was just normal. The boys would sit on the chairs on the porch, watching for intruders. If they heard something or saw something, Murphy would immediately go to the fence and look under, barking, "Intruder alert! Intruder alert!" even before he saw anything. If Murphy barked, Finnegan knew it was time to see what was going on up top. Whether he heard Murphy or saw something himself, he would immediately run to the fence, get on his back legs and look over to see what was going on. Often, he would stand right over Murphy, so one was looking high, the other looking low. Fortunately, Finnegan wasn't a jumper. He just looked and barked. Where was Max? Max was uninterested in what was going on in the neighborhood. He would rather lay in the sun on the comfy porch chair. The biggest excitement came when Sadie came out. That got Max out of his chair. He really liked Sadie. When she'd come out, Murphy and Finnegan would bark at her. She'd come over to the fence and say, "Max, where are you, sweetie?" Every day, that would set the beginning of a race up and down the fence. With Murphy and Finnegan racing Sadie, and Max just watching, encouraging Sadie to run faster. When it was all over, Max would say, "Great job, Sadie. I wish I could come over and give you a hug, but this fence is in the way." Sadie would blow a kiss to Max and go into her house. The racing made her tired. One day, Mom decided to put green fabric over the fence to stop the boys from seeing out. When they went to the backyard, they were greeted with green. Murphy was the first to check it out. "What the heck is this?" he asked. Finnegan went to investigate. "I can't see anything," he said as he tried to look through the green. He looked at Murphy. They headed back to the porch. They could still see the neighborhood from the porch, but the fence was now no longer useful. Max piped up as they sat talking about how horrible the green was. "There is a solution, you know." "What is it? What is it?" asked Murphy excitedly, because he was always excited. "You always look under the fence, and Finnegan looks over. Well, you can still do that. Just push the green up with your nose. Finnegan, you can still look over the fence on your back legs," Max said. Finnegan said, "That's a great idea, Max." "Now, let me get back to sleep," Max said grumpily. Finnegan and Murphy went over to the fence to see how they could put Max's plan into action. Murphy got on the ground and pushed the green up. From there, he could see the neighborhood. Wait, something was moving down below. "Intruder alert! Intruder alert!" yelled Murphy. Where? Asked Finnegan as he got on his back legs and started barking along with Murphy. "Murphy, there's nothing there. Why did you start barking?" Finnegan said after a few minutes. "Now I got all wound up too. I just wanted to see if I could still call an alert with the green there," Murphy explained. In the meantime, Max had had enough. He wanted peace and quiet, so he sat up on his chair and barked at the window, letting Grandma know he wanted in. It was the only time he really barked in the backyard, unless there was actually an intruder. Mom opened the door to let Max in, and Murphy and Finnegan raced in after him. "Well, I see the green hasn't stopped you in the least," Mom said. "I guess I'll have to figure out something else to stop the barking." Finnegan and Murphy just looked at each other and smiled. This has been Grandma Lori. I hope you enjoyed the story.